Hi, my name is Seth Chivwood. I'm the director of The Dreamer, and this is The Dreamer Podcast, and I'm here with Kim Korioth, who is eating what are you eating?
A Reese's Good Humor ice cream bar.
And I'm also here with special guest star Kelly Brown, who is having a lemonade Pelagi's.
Hey!
Yes, because the Pelagi's truck stopped by right after we finished filming. And we just finished filming part 8, part 9. Well, we just finished filming a scene from 9A, but we have shown you up to parts 8, and we're down to our final 3 episodes, which is quite sad. Very sad.
I never thought I'd be back to be in any other episodes.
I didn't think so either, until you were like, "Hey, do you need me?" And I'm like, "Yes." So Kelly Brown will be back, guest starring as Maya. And if you remember, Maya was on the show once before because she's in episode 2.
I was in episode 2 because Derek's character, Roger, was having the night terrors, and he saw the German girl, and he was like, "Who is this?" And then Allison called me because I was her friend and a sketch artist, and she asked me to sketch the girl based on Roger's description.
And I just want to say before I forget, I'll probably repeat this again, Part 9 and 9A and 9B will be coming out on the same night, 10 p.m. on Sunday, August 2nd, which is quite exciting, 9A and 9B. And a lot of new characters come back, a lot of the old characters come back, and it's going to be great. And also, we have another special guest on our show. Her name is Elise, and she's from where again?
Shrewsbury, Mass.
Yes, and she's calling in on the phone. It's our second official phone guest, I believe, for our podcast. So she's calling in all the way from there.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Say hello to everyone.
Hey!
And Elise.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good.
That's good.
I love The Dreamer. It's an awesome show.
Woo! Woo!
Now, it's not only a coincidence.
I'm stuck in my seat. I can't stop watching.
Oh, when did you start watching The Dreamer?
Well, Seth, I'm glad you asked. Seth and I are going to be going to college together at Wagner, and so he introduced me to The Dreamer. He showed me one of the episodes, and I started watching it, and since then I haven't been able to stop.
I am so excited that you love Wagner College. Woo!
Yes, we're going to have so much fun, right, Seth?
Yes, so much fun. I can't wait. I'm very, very excited.
UMass Dartmouth, yeah! Barrington High School!
Yeah! But
24 days!
It is...
I counted!
24 days?
Yes, I counted.
This is so exciting. As soon as it goes down to like 15, 20, I'm going to like put on my whiteboard like 15, 14, 13, 12.
Everything I got from my dorm room is pink.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
It'll be nice and pink.
I don't have a dorm room. Woo!
So anyway, also Elise is not only a fan of The Dreamer, she'll be guest starring on The Dreamer Part 9 and 9B, 9A and 9B, as a new agent, Agent Lynn, and she's partners with Agent Lilly, who's played by Kim Korioth, who's here. Yep. And I think it also is the first time that we've seen you, Kim, on the podcast, and I mean we obviously seen you in past episodes. But just can you talk about a little bit about your character?
Oh, Agent Lilly is pretty cool. I don't want to say too much about her because there is a lot to her, but she can be kind of selfish at times. She's kind of, you know, she bases her motives on herself and kind of
Can be a little bit of a poop.
yeah, can be like that. I can kind of be self-centered, but yeah, she's pretty. Yeah. That's all I can really say about her, actually.
And I also want to say that this last episode, I don't know what you thought, Elise, but this last Part 8 episode was very bloody. But that does not mean it's going to stop there, because these last 3 episodes are going to be very bloody.
I know.
Yeah.
And we just... I'm sorry?
I said, oh, gasp.
Yeah, we just finished. There was tons and tons of blood. There's still tons and tons of blood. And
I smell like chocolate.
Yeah. So that's a little hint that maybe Kelly Brown might get a little bit of blood on her. Will it be life-threatening or not? We'll see in Part 9A and 9B of The Dreamer. You can ask.
Yeah, actually, I do have a question.
Okay.
That kind of confused me a little about the show.
Okay.
A little thing. Is Monica a lesbian or not?
Is Monica lesbian or not? Kim, do you want to answer that question?
I think we're gonna give this one to Seth actually, because Monica is his creation.
You know, I would say that Monica is a lesbian, but isn't a lesbian. It's weird. She
Ready?
in the part 4 episode where we obviously it was the first time we meet her, and she the first time we meet her for the first time, she's in bed with another woman, and yeah, she had a relationship with Juliet, and she does refer to herself as a lesbian, but she also like had the problem with
She slept with Tommy.
then she slept with Tommy, so she also I think she's like bisexual. She just can't decide.
It depends on the person.
It depends on the person, but she also was like really traumatized. So I think that you noticed that. Oh well, you know I think she slept with Tommy before and after she was attacked. So I don't know. She's just very confused, and it just showed that she was confused. And then to add a horrific event on her life where she got attacked and has to deal with that as well. She just has a lot of stuff on her mind.
Yeah, she can't really think about it.
Yeah.
But I think she doesn't know what to decide. She's half and half. But I think she is a lesbian. But maybe I don't know. I'll have to ask Rachel what she thinks when she reads the character.
Name?
Felicity.
Felicity. Are Felicity and Frankie dating?
Felicity and Frankie are dating.
Yep.
Yes. And I think there was a scene in episode 9, or episode 7, 7B, where they're together and
this is serious.
but
We
there
need
is
to
definitely a
deal with
relationship
this.
between
I
them.
thought
if
you said you wanted
see that.
updates.
And in part 10, I will
listen to me.
say, and 10A, look forward to this. Part 10A is all about Frankie.
Ashton Meisler and Peter Carter were killed
I mean, a
successfully.
lot more about Frankie, a lot
didn't
about
think this would go
why
well.
he kills and what he does, and it definitely
That'll come out there.
Felicity and it will really definitely show that Felicity and Frankie are in love. What?
Yep.
They meet in college. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, what's the blood made out of? That's interested me for a while. Like, I saw the blood, and I was just like, did you buy that? Did you make it? Like, how did you do it?
Well, believe it or not, we broke into a hospital, and we knew that there was a blood drive going on, and we said, we really need some blood. So we just took some of the bags and went,
And figured since, it's a hospital, the blood's not going to be, like, infected with anything, so we can just pour it all over it.
Oh, yeah. So we just figured that would work.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But no, we've had this question asked on an earlier podcast, and what it is, it's chocolate syrup and red food coloring and cornstarch.
Which is why I smell like chocolate.
Which is why whoever's covered in blood, it's very sticky, very messy. But also we sometimes, like for spit takes, like when I had my spit take death scene in 7B, that was blood, with red food coloring mixed with milk. And then,
yeah, I did see that. I did see Libby do that.
yeah. And then there was another thing, who was it? There was another one where, I think in episode 3 or 4 where there was blood, it was tomato soup, but that didn't work out that well. I have to ask, what's your favorite scene, Elise?
My favorite scene?
Or what's your favorite episode so far?
Oh, man, that's a toughie. But, I would have to say, probably episode 8, because that's where it really starts to grab you. Because, like, when I was watching it, I saw Felicity get hit in the car, and then Roger stabbed his best friend. It was like almost as if, like, at that moment, everything seemed to almost tie together a little. Like, that's where everything started to tie in. I mean, there are still some questions I have, but I don't want to ask them for fear I'll spoil the next couple of episodes.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know, this is where it just starts to make sense, and it's where it really starts to grab you.
Yeah.
Like, before it was just the rising action, and episode 8 is, like, the climax, you know?
Well, yeah.
It held me. I was impressed.
We're about out of time. I just want to remind you that part 8, 9A and 9B will be on the same night at 10 p.m. on Sunday, August 2nd. And then also look forward to this. Part 10A is scheduled for Sunday, August 9th, and part 10B and the epilogue scene is scheduled for Monday, August 10th at 9 p.m., which will be our final episode of Dreamer Forever. But
Yeah.
go to the blog at www.thedreamerthemovie.blogspot.com or check out our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/thedreamer1425.
And if you feel like it, you can go to www.mulrus-a-gogo.deviantart.com.
Just so you know, Kelly Brown, the picture on your podcast that you're looking at was done by Kelly Brown. She's done multiple things for us. From the podcast, I think we have to say goodbye. Goodbye, Elise. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. It was an honor.
Oh, you're welcome. And goodbye to you, Kelly, and goodbye to you, Kim.
See you later.
This is the Dreamer Podcast. Catch us soon. We'll see ya.